Good afternoon, everybody. I am Sharon Wilcox, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming live to you from Chesapeake, Virginia. As you know, normally I am on Thursday mornings at 10 a.m., but today I had a lot of technical issues. I had computer update and I had my program that I use, which is eCam update. And silly me didn't think to try things out before I got going, so things didn't work together. And it took me a bit to get it fixed, and then I had to run to the dentist. And so now I am expecting somebody here at 3 o'clock, so let's get started so I don't run into um, overtime here with my person that's coming. So, um, what I'm going to show you today is a new online stamp set. And I would love your opinion of these online things. Now, these will not start until March the 1st, I believe it is. But as a demonstrator, we get to pre-order things ahead of time so that we can make samples and be ready for when that um, selling period begins, which I do love that. Plus, we get a discount and all those other good things. So there's a really great special for signing up right now with Stampin' Up! And if you want to know more about that, let me know. Okay? And you can be part of my team. We are the Stampers Unlimited. So let's hop down to my desktop, and I hope everything is showing up. This morning, nothing was showing up properly. So anyways, okay. So we're just going to carry on as if everything is working fine. I wanted to bring your attention to the fact that celebration ends the end of this month. So we're halfway through, a little over half since this is February. But you still have some time to pick out lots of goodies. And last week before last, I told you about all these new things that you can also get. If you need more information, you just let me know. Our other catalog, two catalogs. We have our annual catalog, and that runs through the end of April. So May 1st, we will have a brand new catalog starting, and our mini catalog will expire the end of April as well. We won't have a new mini for that for a few months, but we'll have all new annual catalogs. So that'll be a lot of fun. I will be in Texas for our Stampin' Up! Event that will show us the new catalog. We'll get that there and be able to pre-order some fun things and all of that. So those of you that know me well know that I go to Cincinnati every year and have a big discontinued stamp sale, and that will probably be the first Friday of May. April, May, yes, May, first Saturday of May. I have to firm that up, but that's my goal, is to be there that weekend. I'm also thinking of hosting a class or two while I am there. And anybody who attends and orders will get their name in the drawing for all the hostess benefits. So more information on that to come. So today, as I said, I'm showing you some of these new online sets. Let me set this over here. And I have a bundle of them. The one I'm going to feature today is simply Zinnia. I am in love with this set. I love these words. It's like the perfect set of words. The only thing that would have made it more perfect if it had a happy birthday. But we all have plenty of stamp sets that say happy birthday. So I will pull one of those out when I need a birthday. And these are only online, and it will begin the 1st of March. There are dies that coordinate with that as well. And I'm going to show you some samples. I'm also going to show you two, not one, but two fun folds. So if you want to play along with your fun fold, I want you to grab a piece of designer series paper, something front and back that has designs on front and back, which most of our Stampin' Up! Does unless it's a specialty. And get your trimmer that has your scoring blade and your that's for the first one. That's all you really need for that one. Okay, the second card I'm going to show you, you want a piece of white, basic white cardstock that is going to be 6 by 5.5. Okay, so grab that, and also grab a piece of designer series paper that is 5.5 by 3. So I'm going to show you 2 fun folds and samples of those. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be featuring, all of that today, and I'll show you some samples here in a moment, but let me show you more of what is coming. Yeah, this whole bucket full, and I don't think I ordered them all. So we're going to have comforting thoughts. I'm not going to go over everything, but this is a really great one. I'll give you a second so that maybe you can see some of those words that are in there. Yeah. So I love this one. We have a new latte. So Latte Love, which is a really cute one. Love a splatter. I know it's supposed to be like coffee dripped, but ink splatter. We always love an ink splatter. In My Heart. I just think this is beautiful. And we have Pets and More, which I think is adorable. So here's your outline, here's your background. It's got the fish, the paw print, and everything. Really, really cute. There's even a little bunny there. Adorable. Beside Me. Okay, that's another great one. We have Filled with Love. I think this is a really fun one. Cute little wagon. Lots of different things. This one, Magnolia Mood. Yeah, beautiful. And I love how they mix up the fonts. Just a note to let you know that you are loved. There's a beautiful happy birthday that'll work perfect with my zinnia too. Happy little things. And this one, you can get a little die set. Look at these happy little dies that are going to work great with these. So, what else is there? There is Sweetly Scripted. I love that one too. Another perfect birthday. And really, this zinnia can be used for everything. Every one of these, you could use that zinnia. Yeah, I love the zinnia. And then the last one that I purchased is Encircled in Nature. And now with this, many of these come with dies. Encircled with Nature has die. A lot of them do. I'm just not going to bring them all out right now. There's new embossing folders. This one I did not open up, but I think I love them. So we'll see those coming up in some samples that I make. And I am a little discombobulated for the main reason that everything is running a little behind for me. So I'm not sure where there I found my embossing folder. Okay, so you may have seen this one. I updated my front of my page, my Facebook page, and I put this on there. Let me show you all of this paper first. That's really where I should start. Their designer series paper is just stunning. Just stunning. So let me show you, and you get 2 of each. I only have 1 of each here. So here's front and back. This one, this is what I used for this one. Okay. And there's the back. I love this back as well. And then we have this one. And there's those polka dots I used on the back. You can see that over here off the screen a little bit. And I'm going to use this one today. I think this is so gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? Real red and melon mumbo together. And look at these greens. Absolutely gorgeous. And the flowers and this gorgeous purple. And what I wanted to let you know was there are so many colors that coordinate with that. And instead of just saying all of them, I wanted to show you all of them. And let me see if I can't fan this out a little bit to show you. And you can see as I'm doing, you may recognize most of them: Berry Burst, Fruity Flamingo, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime, Melon Mambo, Petal Pink. Of course, we have Real Red. It's tough to fan these out because there are so many of them. Pumpkin Pie. We have under here Berry Burst, Old Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, and Lemon Lime Twist. Lemon Lolly is this one. I may have called it a different color. But all of these colors are in these papers. They are so gorgeous. They are just stunning, stunning papers. And you can see all of these colors. Everything coordinates with it. It's just gorgeous. So let me get started and show you a couple quick samples. So this one I did use Melon Mamba, I believe, on here, and the designer series paper. That one sheet is designed for you to cut that, and you can cut it whatever size you want, but you can easily get 6 or more cards depending on the size that you cut that out. And it's designed to be used this way. I just think it's gorgeous. And on this one, I cut out the white from the top and placed another piece of designer series paper. On the little sequins, these are adhesive backed shiny sequins. Aren't those gorgeous? Yeah, they come in these 4 different colors in a package, and I just love them. I think I left everything on the inside of all my cards blank. I may have added a flower or some designer series paper and made an envelope to coordinate with it. I just love that. Here's another one. And I have to say, I mean, these zinnias are just so beautiful. And the dies cut them out perfect and just beautiful. And I did the leaves and cut them out on the back of this leaf. And it's actually not just leaves, it's a stem, so you can see. So you can take this and place some of those so it looks like this is the stem of your zinnia. On the inside, beautiful. And I use the blending Stampin' Blends to color these, all of these. So just so pretty. And here's a coordinating envelope to go with that. I think that's the right envelope. I may have gotten them mixed up a little bit, but I'm not sure. This one, very simple. It's just the one big stamp. I love this stamp. I think it's so beautiful. I used a bit of Flirty Flamingo and Highland Heather to get the color. I'll bring that up there a little bit so you can see that purple in there. I just think it's so pretty. More of these beautiful little sequins. And on the inside, I just felt this zinnia is so gorgeous. And I actually used Gorgeous Grape on the inside because that's part of the color combination out here. And I did the same on the envelope. I think it's just beautiful. And then I have this one. This is the envelope. And this is, again, the Berry Burst, which is just so beautiful. I think I'm going to use this and make my own background paper because it's so pretty. And on this one, I did stamp and emboss in white, and you'll notice a difference. This one, the flowers, I cut away the white background, and this one I did not. And I just think it's so beautiful. A little bit of our white baker's twine there. And I just love these little sequins. And they just called them what they are, shiny little sequins. They're self-adhesive, so you don't have to worry about glue or anything. We have a little bit of layering going on there and on the inside. So I thought those were really pretty. So let me show you this next sample, and then I'll show you how to make it, hopefully. This is a fun fold, and I believe I got this up from Susan Campfield, I think. There's so many out there, and I don't think any of them are originals. They come from somebody else, and somebody tweaks it and this and that and whatever. So, but here we go. Fun fold, and it's your designer series paper like this. Isn't that sweet? And sending flowers and thinking of you. So this could be a beautiful one for anything. Birthday, anniversary, thinking of you, get well. The list goes on and on. I think you could even make it into a sympathy card. I think it's beautiful, just beautiful. So tell me what you think about that, and I'll show you how we make that here in a moment. Here is my envelope to coordinate with. And then I have another one that I did. And this one is another piece of the designer series paper. See, on this side, you have this paper, and this is the back side, what we call the back side. And I just had to put some more of the flowers in there. I thought they were so pretty. And then this one is the same fold, same words, just different piece of designer series paper. I didn't layer this one like I did this. This one's got a little layer, so you can decide what you like best. You know, it takes an extra, minute, maybe 30 seconds to cut out that layer. But I think it's a really cute fold. So I wanted to show that to you. And here is my envelope to coordinate with that one. So 2 cute folds, same one. Let me show you that. So what you needed, I mentioned some designer series paper. You want to have your paper cut at 11.5 by 5.25. 11.5 this way, 5.25 this way. You're going to use your Stampin' Up cutter, and you want your scoring blade, which is the light gray, not the cutter. And first thing you're going to do is you are going to score this at 1 3/4. Okay? 1 3/4. Then we're going to slide it down to 4 3/4. Okay, just always make sure you're up against the edge there, 4 3/4. And now we got to take that arm out, and we're going to go all the way down to 7 3/4. Right there. And score that one. Okay, we're done with that. And you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it. If you fold it the wrong way, you can go back and change it. There's my bone folder. And I'm working on the glass mat. That's why it sounds nice and crisp the way it does when I hit that. And this way. And so your card will open like this. Or if you want it the other direction, which I think that I do. Let me see, how do we feel about that? See how easy it is to change that? This direction. Yeah, I think I want to see this. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to add a piece of designer series paper that I've already cut out. And this particular piece is 1¼ wide by 5¼ long. And you know what? That is not right. This is probably just 5. It is, it's 5. 5 by 1¼ so 5 this way. So let's add a little bit of glue to this, or adhesive if my glue decides. There she goes. This Tombow glue is wonderful because you can manipulate it just a little bit if you don't wait too long to make sure you get it on there. And I just like to have that on there because this one is a little bit plain, you know, because it's solid, whereas these already had your flowers and everything. So I added that on there. Now we can add some words. And I do have this little strip. I didn't check to see if it was the right width. It's the right length. I know that for a fact. And I'm going to use Melon Mamba. And of course, I still want to use this one because I will use these cards for a lot of things. And let's see if we get this on here straight and that it fits, because it really was just a little scrap lay in there. And I thought, oh, it fits perfect. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to attach that to the front of the card. And when you attach it, make sure that you don't put glue all the way across, because then you'll glue your card down. So we really only need a little bit, about that much. And there we go, a little glue there. Decide where you want it. I kind of like things on the lower half more than I do on the upper half. But again, that's totally up to you as to where you place that. This is 3¾ inches long, so it's like the perfect size when it is glued on there. Sweet. All right, now we want a place for writing, and this particular piece is 2½ by 5. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue on here. I should have stamped it first, but I didn't. I've already got my glue on. I can still stamp it, and I do like to stamp it. So we go ahead and put that on the inside, and let's grab our zinnia. I love zinnias. Maybe that's why I fell in love with the stamp set. Do you not love these big, beautiful ones? So it's appropriate. We'll open that all the way up so you don't have any bumpies under you. Very appropriate to use Melon Mambo on this. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay. And then the last thing that you really want to do on this is to add a background, a backing to it. So it's a standard card size. And this particular piece is not the right size. So I'm going to have to cut one. And let's see. Oh yeah, that's going to be plenty big. Let me see if I have one in this pile. No. I guess I just didn't cut it the right size. So if this card is 5¼ I'm going to cut 5½ by 4. 5½ by 4 is what I want. So let's do, oh, that's 5½ right there. Let's go for this direction, and it should be good. I just love this paper trimmer. It's so easy to use. And then I just double check to make sure that it's going to fit the way we would like it. There we go. Isn't that just gorgeous? And what a fun, simple card. That gives you a lot of drama, I think. A lot of color. How many of you tend to not use your designer series paper? You love it, but you don't always use it because it's too pretty. You don't want to waste it, or I'm not sure what that reasoning is. That's not straight. It's too much on one end. Um, you I used to be the same way, is what I'm trying to say. I cannot get this on here straight today. I am not quite sure why I'm struggling to get this on. So I'm going to bring it a little closer to myself so that I can see a little better and kind of go from there. There, that's better. Here we go. How cute is that? Just a simple fun fold. And if you want to add some of these beautiful little self-adhesive sequins, we can do that. Let's see. Oh yes, those will show up. I want one down here for sure. I like to put them on my designer series paper too. It does show up. I'll just put 3 on this time. You always want to use an odd number. What do you think? Isn't that simple and cute as all get out? I love it. You can always add more designer series paper. You can add more places for writing if you'd like, but I think it's just a really cute, cute card. So let's move on to our next one. And our next one is my favorite of all of these. And it is a fun fold that is super, super simple. And let me show you. This is it. Doesn't look like a fun fold, but it is. We're calling it a fun fold. When you open it up, here's our little surprise. Boop, the background of this piece of paper is showing. How beautiful is that? Because if you're like me, sometimes it's hard to pick which side you want to use because they're both so beautiful. And I am in love with these colors. So cute, cute, cute. Did I tell you there's an embossing folder that goes with this, matches the zinnia? It is amazing. So let me show you real quick how to do this because this is another super quick one. And on this one, oh, let me show you the envelope too because it's pretty impressive, I think. I just embossed with the zinnia folder on the flap. If you wanted to, you could stamp on the front, but I just loved embossing the flap. So with that being said, let's grab our piece of white cardstock that is 6 inches by 5.5. Okay, so the 6 inches is this way. You'll put it in your score and score at 4 1/4. So from this side over, this is the 4 1/4. We're going to fold that over. We've got a nice crease, and that is the front of our card. Now, I did not emboss this. I don't think I did not. So I've got a strip that's about 1 inch, and I'm going to grab my folder. Here is that embossing folder, and it is a nice 3D one. And when you do your folder, the zinnias actually are going this direction. It's a little hard to see. There. They're going this direction. So that's how I want to put my little piece of paper in because it's going to go that direction. I don't want them going crazy cockeyed the other way. So put that in there. When you run this through your machine and you have a 3D embossing folder, you want plate number 1 for your sandwich, your 3D folder with the fold at the top if possible, and then you want plate number 4. That is your sandwich. So let me bring my Stampin' Emboss machine, which I like to call her Big Ethel. She's a big hard worker for me. I'm gonna just put her right in there. And you may notice I did move my camera so it hasn't been shaking as much, but it is on the table. Did you hear that little click? That's normal. I mean, and then a bigger thump. That's normal. So don't panic if you hear that, because you're going through that embossing folder. And we'll take this off. And there we go. Look at how beautiful. And you can really use either side. I kind of almost feel like I like this side the best, the back side. But it's up to you, whatever side you want to use. There is no right or wrong on this particular folder. So we've got this. We have a piece of designer series paper, and I'm using this beautiful one. I love this. And this piece of designer series paper is actually 3 inches this way, and it's 5.5 this way. So you will get 8 if you're making this style of card. You will get 8 from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my adhesive to here, and I am going to use my adhesive. I thought I would, but here, I've got this one. I don't really like to use this plus unless it's on something crafty. There it is. It's on the other side. So I'm just going to use the regular Stampin' Seal. And because this is going to fit right over here like this, I don't know if you can see this, but you've got a good 1/2 inch or more. So I'm going to attach that. Make sure you do it on the correct side so that your flowers are going up. And I'm going to have that side towards me so that I can see. I could be using our mat underneath me, but I tell you, I am so in love with this glass mat that everything wipes off of it so easy. So in this case, it's a little hard to do this when I'm far away, but you want to line up this corner. You want to make sure you got the bottom and this corner together, and bottom and this corner. Go ahead and put that on there. And then we'll take our piece that we embossed and add some adhesive and or your glue, either one that you want to use, and attach that. Goes this direction right here, just like that. Okay, and then we're ready for words, and just that alone is beautiful. So you can use any words that you want, but as I told you, I am in love with this word. Let me see if this is a little bit bigger. It'll work. It's a little bit bigger, gives me a little bit more room. And again, we can use any of those colors that I showed you, but I happen to have the Melon Mamba out. I have grape out and a green, but I really want a bright color. So I'm going to attempt stamping that, oops, out of screen. Move it up on this little piece. Well, that's pretty darn good. I could have made that a little bigger, but this happened again to be a little piece of scrap that I had. And you know, this time if you want, you can glue that right down, but if you'd like, you can use some dimensionals, and I would probably use 3 of them on the back. Oh, the backing came off of that one. And put those on the back. And peel off those little backings. Really, you have tools to do that, but if you have fingernails, it works as well. And again, decide where you want it. I don't really care for it too high, middle, or lower. And then I just kind of center it there and put that on there. Little off in my opinion, but pop that up. There we go. And then I think these little sequins just make it. And again, because we have all the different colors, if you wanted to, you could add a variety of colors in here and it'll be gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There I used 3 of the big ones and I'm going to use 2 of the small ones. And I don't know where I'm going to put them. I think I'll put them right here. That's the toughest decision that you have, is where am I going to place these? Just like that, and it adds a little bling. And then on the inside, look how cute. You have your paper, and on this one, I have scraps of this because of cutting these down. So we can just add that right there. Or if you wanted to, you could stamp flowers. Actually, instead of using that, let me just stamp this flower in Melon Mamba because it is so beautiful. Let's just do that real quick. And my timing is really good right now. And away we go. I'm going to use partial. You notice part of that is on the glass, part of it is inside. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so I need to clean that. I need to clean my, you can see a little bit there, but I just want to show you how beautiful this thing cleans up. That's it, done. Here's a little bit of glue, done. You hear the squeaky? I love that. Love it. Sorry, I shook you a little bit. A little bit of water on there is all that is. I noticed this is off just a little bit. I didn't cut it exactly right. Not a big deal, but it does bother me. So I will go in with my, I could go in with my cutter. It will fit just perfectly on there. I'm just going to use my paper trimmer since it is really, you can see how tiny of a piece that really is that I cut off, because that's all it was. But that was enough to make me a little nuts. And then, of course, this one I embossed the envelope on there. And if you wanted to, you could add a beautiful flower to your envelope. So I really hope you enjoy these. I think this is a gorgeous set. And I love the other sets, but they will not be available until March 1st. I will work on making some more samples, but I probably won't show you any more until it gets closer to that date. But hopefully I can pull out some fun things from the catalog, the January to April catalog, and show you some more fun things in there because we do have a little bit more time. But remember, you have just shy of 2 weeks left to get in on the celebration. Spend $50, get something free. Spend $100, do some things free of your choice of in that or the other specials that they have offered for our celebration. So until next week, I wish you the most wonderful day, wonderful weekend, and happy stamping, happy crafting, whatever it is you're doing. And I hope your weather is nice. We're about 53 and sunny here today, so not too bad. Can't complain. I'd rather it was 73, but oh well, it is February, so we deal with that. All right, happy stamping. Bye-bye.